Hello, my name is Swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the Gerber Bear Grylls fixed blade with the paracord handle. That's pretty nice blade. We see it has a greyish titanium coating on it. This one is used, so I can't show the box that it comes in originally. It's a skeleton knife. We have the handle wrapped in a orange paracord. It's not super bright, but still quite a color. Then we have the sheet. The sheet is the basic sheet is a two-piece plastic. It's injection molded. It's not a Kydex. We see it has that typical logo with the grayish rubberized inlay. The rest, the black part, is relative hard. The grey is a softer rubberish part, and the orange is hard again. That's quite likely the black part that they did print over in orange. And on the side we see the Gerber logo. On the back side of the sheet we have exactly the same thing as we have here. The knife only goes in one way. We see that here on that part of the sheet there, that it follows the form of the knife, so you can put it in like that. If you want to set it up for left hand use, you simply need to unscrew these two screws and then you can take it apart. We have the belt loop part here. It's quite a belt loop part that is simply screwed on with two Chicago screws and the screw, and in the middle it has like a rubber washer. This again on both sides. The negative thing on that solution here is that the screws are Torx. So say in the field you have quite likely not the correct Torx with you. That should be Phillips head. That would be way easier, so you can unscrew it quite likely even with the knife tip if needed, or at least with a Swiss Army knife that you should have with you anyhow. So that's a negative with those Torx screws there. It's basically the sheet as we see here, then the Torx screw comes in, then is the rubber washer, and then the two parts of the belt loop, and then that part here is the Chicago screw, basically a nut that has a bit of rim that goes inwards. The sheet itself, it's gonna lock the knife. Need to reach a bit around the camera. Like this, it's locked in position. That goes in like that, so the paracord is not used in the locking feature. That is for sure pretty good, because the paracord is the main problem on that knife, at least as it is done like it is for now. This was a used knife. Usually the price is relative on the high side, but by now, a couple months after that was brand new in the stores, that price of course did go down. So we see, as we stay by the sheet, we see we can unscrew the belt loop. It can be also used in this distance and that distance, and here of course. So that would, as it is set up, you would carry the belt like this, but you can also carry the belt like that, or over here or over there. So that gives you plenty of options. Also, if you remove the whole belt loop assembly, you have enough holes for leash it to the backpack, or even to use it as a neck knife, but it's too big and too heavy for be used as a neck knife. But you have leashing points for paracord. You have even like it is set up like this, you have some more leashing points for put on maybe some more paracord if you want, or to leash on a fire starter or a sharpener. So that much about the sheet there. Now we come to the more serious problem of the knife. The handle size and all is pretty well. The serrations, how they did CNC mill the whole blade, all the corners are really nice rounded. Basically it's not a rounded off edge, it's just an angled edge, 45 grad. So really nice, made with the CNC machine. Inside we see by the windows too there, but and also by the choil here, that is pretty nice, so you have a really good grip. But what did not work out, at least on this one, is the paracord itself. It's a made in China product, and they did messed up that one here. As we see, the part here can be slided over really far. They needed to put on at least one more paracord loop on this side, and quite likely on the other side then too. And this is simply a fail. That it's not gonna work, because if you hold it in your hand, it's gonna wiggle around like that. So I would not like to use it in that fashion, because the paracord is one piece, and then at the end we have that knot, and that's all what is left. We cannot simply open the knot and loosen all the cord wrapping until we are like here, and simply add one more so it actually would be staying in place. We would simply run out of the cord that is provided, so it's not gonna work anymore with this cord here. And you need to have a new paracord, a longer piece of paracord to rewrap the handle in a correct way. The advantage of that is it's relatively simply done, and you can select the color that you want. Paracord in USA you get in about 200 colors, how it looks, single colors, and multi-color camouflage, and glow in the dark, and reflecting layers in it. It's amazing what you all can get. So that's up to you. That gives you a way to personalize it. If you want to go with the basic black, or if you wanna go with a green or whatever else, glow in the dark, that's up to you. And then simply put enough loops on it so that this fail is not gonna happen to you anymore. Also, as typically with products in China, they not gonna, as they wrap the handle, they don't put the knife with covered up blade like with the masking tape around it, so it's not dangerous to do that in a vise. So you can actually pull on the paracord to make it more solid, that you don't have like this. That's one of the features that you see with cheap Chinese made products. They never pull the paracord like it should be. That's also with paracord bracelets and all that. If you see that in the stores, if you test the quality, how it's woven, if it's like this, then it's a cheap Chinese, and not made by somebody that actually wanna do a good product and know what they are doing with the paracord. So that's how it is. That's just how the knife did come, and I'm gonna fix that. And the rest is pretty nice. We have a deep hollow grind blade. We have a pretty good clip point here. The size is good of the blade. The weight, how they did round off all the machining work is pretty nice. The coating, the titanium coating as they say, is not worth too much. We see here already a couple scratches from the owner that did sell that knife, and it's a stainless steel. The quality is quite likely a bit in the middle. It's something for using and less for collecting. That's what I gonna use that for, simply for test it out a bit. After rewrap the handle, I test it even more, and yeah, that's pretty much what I can say. And it never, as best as I remember, never see his show on TV. So if you watch that, if you like that knife, give it a try. It's just the paracord wrap that is not good, and if you gonna change the belt loop, the screws with the Torx, I'm sure like hardware stores gonna have the needed screws in a Phillips head variation. Relative simple. If it's metric or inch, that is easy to replace, and then that would be way better with a Phillips head. So you can take that off simply with a Swiss Army knife, and with the paracord you are free on what to put on. As you rewrap the handle, just make sure the blade is protected, that you don't cut yourself while working on the sharp knife. So that much about the Bear Grylls fixed blade with the paracord wrap handle.